Alright, motherfuckers. What's going down? This is just some impromptu Saturday shit going down. With a bit of a fucking background going on. Don't panic. It's all part of the plan. I'm looking a bit blurry, but it's coming through alright. I'll drop the link in the thing in the description. Thanks, small dog, bro. Thank you for coming in, joining up. Hope you're enjoying and you got a cone pack there ready to go. Again, it sounds nice. That sounds fucking nice indeed. Well deserved. Worked hard all week probably and fucking, we'll put in the effort. You can relax now, fucking chill out and just do the do. Hopefully a few people will come through in a sec. The notification should go out. Maybe we get a few cats come up in here and have a chat. Saturday session. It's just, as I said, some impromptu, bit, chilling here. It's raining actually. I did see the stories about the Adelaide, actually kind of all over Australia. They were saying like on northern, southern, central, due to the west having a big heat wave. There's lots of flooding and rain going down in some areas. It's actually just drizzling over here, kind of constant light rain. It's been going for a few hours. Good for the grass, good for the plants. Not much sun though for them. But you know how that is. I can I'll give you a bit of a peek. I had a little small. Oh, Tassie, my brother. What's up? Oops. As I said, the Exodus seed which I got, I was able to get some out of the cannabis flower. It's a bit too much rain, so I thought, do you want to leave these seedling fellas out there too long? Don't want to expose them to too much crazy light, but if you can see there she is. Just come out of the Exodus Medical. I got two of them. Hopefully they come up. It's a nice spot. I do realise it's very late in the season. But it's good enough. I just thought I've still got another one coming. I just read your comment this morning. I've still got another seed for next season. See how they go. Might leave them in there and let them get up, or I could consider getting some light spectrum artificial and then see if I can get it going. But for now, because as there is probably till Easter, another 2 months. So I'm obviously not expecting a huge yield. But if I could get a couple of ounces at least by that time, I'll be pretty happy. Or I could consider just putting them under some artificial light and giving them the full lifespan to see if I can get it out. But I'll have to I have to source an actual setup. I'll have to learn all the techniques. That's something, but something I'm definitely looking into. You got to try some at some point. Everybody's got to start somewhere. So could be a go with this one. Or I'll just, could leave it in the ground. Hopefully it could re-veg. So there's quite a few decisions. The other, I got one which is doing quite well. Beasting it probably about maybe about a meter, just about a meter tall. I topped it, so the two top branches are growing quite nicely. They're staggered. Got another one, another three out the back, or it's actually four, but one is just like 5 centimeters, and it's the same age as all of them. So I don't know why it's stunted. It's getting like layers of leaves, but no kind of more development. It's only about like 5 centimeters wide and 10 centimeters tall. It's very strange. Then I've got another one which was a bit slower, but it's actually boosted now, and it's got very wide leaves, very nice dark green, like very healthy looking, good growth going, probably about 2.5 feet tall, maybe. The other two, which were ahead of it, they've slowed down and started yellowing a little bit. Yo, what up? Much peace. We have a special guest in the house, Tiffany Johnson, all the way from the land of or what people call the US of A. So Very pleased, much welcome. Thank you for coming through. Everybody say hello. Everybody give support. Um, this is just a chill out session. I was pretty bored, not just chilling in the rain. So everybody could come up. There's a link in the chat. It's all about smoke. So if you got your roll, you got your buds, come up and smoke. But we'll be talking some stuff. I'll probably get into some videos or something if nobody wants to hop up. But it's all good. Much appreciation totally for everybody coming through. Hope you dig into the background and all this stuff like that. But as I was talking about, so the plant's it's kind of stunted in its way that it's growth. It's not growing wider. They're still about 3 feet tall. The leaves are like the fan leaves and all this are growing. But it's just it's not as wide as the other ones are. It's not growing as fast. I'm hoping, and they are yellowing, as I said, slightly. So it's a bit worrying. So I've taken the grass. I thought maybe the grass that's too close to the root is kind of absorbing the nutrients which would be going into the stem and giving it growth. So it's kind of counteracting that because that's growing really, really healthy and going heaps. What do you call it? Very fast and very full. So we're moving about 20 centimeters of that in the circumference. I did that yesterday. So I just hope that will bring about a push into, or a kickstart into what do you call it? Some fast growth. Then over the next couple of weeks, it will just kick and catch up to the other two. So I don't think I was hoping that you could pull wild powders, but I really doubt that's going to be happening. It is my first effort to really think about doing it seriously. So I had a goal of 10 hours of each. So I'm still really hoping for that, and they can come through the next couple of months. But I'd say I wouldn't be able to gauge because I don't know what size breeds what. But I'm just have a feeling it'll be probably 5, 6, 7 ounces off each. Currently, at this stage. So in the next 2 months, if they come boost, let's make that 5 to 7 to 10, and I'll be fucking stoked. And then I've got the Exodus. I got a G13 one, which is also a couple of weeks old, but doing really far. It's going to go past probably about 15 centimeters tall, but also 15 centimeters wide. So it's interesting. What do we got here? We'll just have a look at the Chizawat. We got small dog up in here. Came through straight away. Hope you enjoyed your billies, well, bro. He's still here chilling out. Tazzy the man. He's just about to get home. He's been to the gym. Nice one, bro. Keep him fit, doing your thing. Good to see you. Hit some heavy weights there. Hit the 90k bar on his back for 9 reps. Nice one. Tiffany Johnson, thanks, bro. Coming through. Kai Jack, my main man, all the way. Coming in, doing the thing. Trips me out how you found the seed in the medical, man. It's going to be amazing growth for those genetics. I really hope so, because I found seeds in ANTG flowers as well, which are probably my preferred flower. Just better than the Cadget. They're very good, very, very high quality flower, high potency and good grade. But they were just unviable. You'd crush them, and then there was no embryo or nothing inside. It was just a dry piece of material, leaf material. Whereas these other two, luckily I found 4, and then one of them I found while I was just punching the cone. I've said this before, but then I got to as I heard a little bit of a crack, the flame had burnt the outside of the skin, the shell of the seed. So I was able to stop, take it out. I had a look. I could see that it was burnt, and I was like, oh no, maybe I wrecked it. But so I thought, all right, gives me a chance to just press it open and have a look. So I did so, and it was full, complete, hydrated embryo, with that kind of white fleshy color. And obviously it's worked and boosted out, so that's really good. I'm thinking also with that one that I had in the cone piece, that might have still been viable because probably just burnt the shell and I didn't burn any of the actual, um, necessary components or that, the important parts of it. But it's done now. I've sorted it. I mean, I've chewed it. Um, but that's kind of cool. Nah, that's all right, bro. Oh, did you get the thing, bro? Did you get the thing? Did you hear? Oh, brother, Kai. Zay got it as well, supposedly. So fuck, bro. That's a bit of an unfortunate thing to hear. I actually got it as well last week. Um, Recovering now, which is good. So I hope you do too, bro. Get a quick recovery in. It is pretty hardcore. I had like symptoms of really severe joint pain, feeling weak, appetite was fucked, and like when I smoked, I couldn't taste anything. It wasn't enjoyable to smoke. I was coughing up phlegm in here. It lasted for a good 10 days, like that. So yeah, see, good. See, that's really nice of you, Tiff, man. It's like keep positive and manifest the kind of brighter side, the lighter side of life. That on an optimistic viewpoint rather than say the detrimental, not the detrimental thing, but he's being honest and saying, "Oh, I'm so sick," but rather than saying that, it could be like, I'm not myself. I'm not 100% today. Um, yeah, yeah, I know. Like, it was kind of surprising. I had a house. I'm sharing it. I'm in a share house with a few other people, and the one of them is double. He was had the double vaccine for his work. Been a month or so, and he unfortunately contracted it. His symptoms weren't very harsh. Didn't feel very bad, but yeah, obviously passed it on to me and another housemate. So you know, it is what it is. It is, but it's a pretty serious thing. Like I can see how a lot of people would fall ill, and what I found is that it made you susceptible to a lot of other diseases then because your immune system was so down. So every time I would be exposed to say just anything, it would be maybe some other sort of outside germs, like could be somebody else there, or it could be just a bench top that didn't get wiped out, or any sort of thing, and I could really feel that sort of those things coming on, hitting harder rather than when you're full well, your immune system can like get rid of it real easy. But as you said, man, words are powerful, and you be careful when you try and put them out. And people probably don't understand the power to these words and that they're used for a reason, and obviously are specific things, names, and all sorts. I always say, like, I try to think of, look inside yourself, find your direction, and follow that path. Be the best you can be honest, be yourself, right? Follow your intuition, so follow that gut feeling. We obviously it's there for a reason. We know what's going to be right for us, and you should just trust that. I think Aussie Tizzy, bro, thank you for coming through. Oh, Zaya too. I was just trying to put up the Aussie Tizzy one. How's it rain today? Yeah, as I said before, I just saw a news post before about like the rain in the kind of rural regions. It's really, really flooded in areas which are always dry. But currently now, it's the first day of rain for the city, like Adelaide City. Um, but it's kind of just constant drizzle. It's not heavy, hard rain. It's just it's yeah, a constant light drizzle, not little light rain. I'd say not drizzling. It's light rain. Go outside, you got to get wet. You need to have a jacket or umbrella. But it's good for the plants. So I'll just say, it does need it. The environment needs it. It's good for us too. But it probably cools us down. If people like in both ways, cools you down like with your temperature and then cools you down in the sense of aggravation when people are in the heat and the humidity and the lockdown. And they'll be like, if things get to you. Usually when we get some calming rain, it soothes the environment, might soothe us and everything. Well, what's up, Mark? Bro, we got Zaya in the back coming up. Everybody, much peace. Check out Zaya the Aussie on YouTube if you haven't already.
Cheers, bro. How are you?
Got a channel there. I'm going alright. Just fucking thought I'd open up another one, man. Not much happening today. It's raining and shit indoors. So, having 420 session.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking someone should go live, man. Looking, he was live for what, 4 minutes or something. Must have the same idea.
Zaya, the back petitioner. No, I don't know. Hey guys.
Yeah, no,
How do you say?
Full back at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it could be, but I thought that the dim mic was only for that one solitary master. But I was wondering then, I can see what a guest in here, bro. Tiffany Johnson. She's from US. I've seen her on a lot of streams from. It's been a long time. It's been a couple of years. Pretty regular through. So I was just wondering, like, what's the flower situation like where you're at? If you want to come up and hit the link, that'd be really cool. But no pressure, no problem. You know, like what the flowers are like. Do you have dispensaries where you're at? Is the street weed just as good as the dispensaries and stuff? It's just interesting to me to find out all over the
it would be good.
Like regions what it's like, because even state to state, it's way different. Like, we might think, America's got legal weed and all these things, and Canada's got it, but I'm sure region to region is very different. And what we hear on the like online and stuff, like how each state is closed off to the other places, so what they grow is only going to be sold within that boundary. And if they've got surplus, there's too much. If they haven't got enough, they haven't got, they need high demand. And so that's quite interesting, because it does lead to those things like surplus and price point going down, and probably there's all sorts of shit, and I couldn't imagine because I don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's all right. No worries, bro. Tiff, I just appreciate you coming through.
Not fun, Raggedy.
Raggedy Andy. How you doing, Mr. Sucker Turd?
How do you? Hey, small dog.
How's he doing? You feeling fully better? You sounded a lot better. That's quite interesting. You only like ill for a day or two, eh?
Yeah. I still feel like I just feel weak, sort of thing. No pain or nothing at the moment.
But you'll probably still have to be isolated, eh? No matter what. So you won't be able to go to work, eh? Yeah. Oh, mad scientist. What up? Good to see a few people. Oh, she's here. Wow. Thanks so much for coming through. We're going to hear some, this Tiffany Johnson. We'll hear some female perspective on the cannabis. If anybody's got some questions, feel free. Yeah. So thanks for coming up. Whenever if you want, you can talk. But yeah, I was just interested on what's the situation like where you're at. How's it doing?
Hey.
Doing good? Obviously.
Yeah, I'm good. You know my phone, Raggedy. Much love to everybody in the chat. Much love to Zaya. Much love to you, bro.
Cheers.
Thanks. Straight back. Appreciate it coming up, man. Like, just popping through. So what would be the price point? Let's say if you wanted to like grab maybe an eighth of some high grade flower to an ounce. Would you know?
Well, okay. Where I'm at in South Carolina, it's not legal or nothing. Like, there's no
Oh,
dispensaries.
see.
We're probably gonna be, yeah, we're probably gonna. I'm in the Bible. They call this the Bible Belt where I am. So we're probably
Yeah.
gonna be like the last people to get legalized or some crap. But an eighth could run between 35 to 50, depending on who you get it from. It's kind of sucky.
Okay. So what would be a good price then? Somewhere else that they're gonna be like a cheaper. It would be 25 for the eighth, maybe. Oh,
You said
35
who?
for the eighth.
25.
I
Ain't
said,
nobody doing
yeah, no, like what
you.
if 35 is pretty sucky,
You
what would be
silly.
good?
Okay, okay. Okay. My nephew sells, so I just call him, and he usually looks out for 25. But my neighbor across the
Oh,
street, if I give him 25, I get it's some, it's some good smoke, but it's like the amount make me want to punch him in his throat, like for real. I really just want to
wow.
punch people.
It's smaller. Just a tiny little bit of bud for fucking
Yeah,
uh,
fuck that.
yeah.
Say that.
That's why you want that high grade, that potency, the kind of 1-2 cone stone type thing, or the 1-2 puffs, and you feel good, rather than like 5-6 bowls and not bowls. Yeah, there's nothing happening. 5 minutes later, you want to do it again. That's crazy, eh? So
Yeah.
South Carolina, Bible Belt, heavy Christian, heavy like fundamental, or not fundamental, but old school Christian values. People are against anything against the law, even though it says in the Bible, like the seeded plant is there for you to use, use the seeds, take the fruit, which is the cannabis plant. And then shit, like people probably really getting penalized to this day. Like you have one part of the country, people making millions of dollars off it, millions of dollars, and the government's making taxes as
Chat
well.
small dog. Mad happening.
And then South Carolina, people probably going to jail, going to prison for a long time for small amounts of possession.
They
Yeah.
are.
To this day, that's right. So that's insane, man. Like a lot of people probably don't put that into
Yeah, that's
perspective.
what you wouldn't think that it would be happening over there. If it is
Yeah.
legalized and stuff, and people still doing big sentences for just small amounts.
True that. But they're looking into
Yeah,
it.
like yeah, like let me see. I think if you have like, like a blunt, it's not that bad. But if you have like a dime bag, oh my freaking God.
Really.
Like it's like the corner if you get caught, it's like how much you have. Like you can have a joint and you won't get in trouble that much, but like it just depends on the amount that you have when you get caught. Cause some police
Yeah.
down here are cool and they'll be like, oh, you just got a blunt. Like if you tell the truth, I've got pulled over and I had a blunt in the ashtray and the police could see it. And he was like, have you been smoking? I was like, yeah. Motherfucker, the blunt right there in the goddamn ashtray, dumbass. Like, yeah, I've been smoking. I know you smell it and you see it. Like, why would I lie? I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's right. Yeah, I've been smoking. He was like, okay, since you were honest, I'm just gonna take your blunt and then let you go. I'm like, you gonna take the blunt, bitch? I said I was smoking. Like, what the fuck? Like, can I just keep the blunt and go? Like, for my honesty, can I just keep smoking this? It was only like a half a blunt, and I was honest. Like, I said, yes, sir, I've been smoking. Yes, you see it in the ashtray right there. He's like, I'm just gonna take that and let you go. What the fuck, sir? But I didn't get a ticket,
Wow,
so
there
I
was
was
a good
cool. I
chance
just
he
had to go.
sparked it up. Sorry.
I know, that's what
I
I'm
don't know if
saying,
you.
but that's the problem I have with the police. When they're cool and they take your weed, I be wanting to just run them over with my car. don't take my fucking blunt if I was honest. Like, what if I lied and you could see the blunt and he's like, well, ma'am, come on, I got to give you a ticket, blah, blah, blah. I told you
Yeah.
and you could see it. Just let me go ahead and smoke. It was just like a half. Like, fuck. What is the problem, sir? You finna go smoke my blunt and then I got to go roll up again, you asshole.
That's intense. Sí, sí que se lo fucking totally.
But yeah, like,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because what you're saying, the
well,
dime bag and the blunt. I was just gonna say
yeah,
before you said
like
that,
it's
the
different.
blunt is ready to go, but I wouldn't say you could probably have 2 grams, the same amount, like a dime bag within the blunt. You know what I'm saying? And they just look at it like, oh, that's ready to go. That's personal. Whereas the bag, only a couple of grams or 1 gram, and they could look at it. Oh, he's got that for sale. He's trying to sell it, rather than he's going to smoke it. Like I hear what you're saying though,
Yes,
completely.
yes, they
Like,
do that too.
yeah,
Yeah, they
see,
do that too. They're like, okay, so you got a bag. Are you selling this? Or are you smoking? If you tell them, it's your personal, like, this is my bag, I'm smoking, I'm not selling shit. They're like, okay. And then your ticket will be lesser because it's yours, probably. If it's a cool officer, he might let you go because it's your bag, but he gonna have to do something because he caught you. Like, rules are rules. But
yeah.
yeah, like if you got baggies or bags with the S on it, you might be in trouble, buddy. Might be in trouble.
That's strange. How you doing, Douglas? Can't hear you, bro.
Good, brother. Yourself?
Oh yeah. Nah, chilling. Thanks for coming through, man. Fucking everybody, if you don't know, C Doug got a channel, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. most nights. He'll be going live. So make sure you get through. You can drop your link if you want.
Yeah, I'll look it up for you, lads.
He needs the intro music. Do 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 do. Did y'all watch Doug when y'all were little?
Oh, true. I was thinking like that's just normal music. Yeah, we had Dog 8. I used to
No,
actually
I'm
not
telling
mind
my age. I'm telling
it.
my age, but I used to love that cartoon, Doug. My bad.
Yeah. I don't know if these guys know it. You know it? See? Nah, okay. It was just this real basic animation.
See,
Nah,
it was
like,
just
yeah.
here. Oh crap. My bad. He didn't get the joke. Freaking crap. My bad. It was just love though. It was
No,
a
I
theme
understood it,
song
bro.
to
I
one of
just
my
had to watch
favorite cartoons. Okay.
Oh, good to hear, Wombat. You got some sunshine out there instead of fucking overcast. Hell of the plants out. I'm still baffled by that whole thing, man. To hear that you're from, like, I didn't know you were from South Carolina, and to hear the situation, because most people would think, all right, because they even hear news like, oh, America looking to federally legalize, marijuana and stuff, and then you've got California, you've got New York, who's just passed changing their ideas, and I don't know if they're going for recreational soon or what's to go there, but you hear about it in the news. And then to like fully think at the same time, everybody's thinking it's magical over there, but you've got this Bible Belt area which is still standing firm in the old ways. So you got the youth out there, and even like anyone, the public, older people that they're partaking because they want to fix themselves, they want to heal themselves, and maybe with stress or pain, anxiety, and it's working. It works for them, but they are still, forced to go take tablets or not take anything and be like subject to a criminal offense. Lawyers and going to prison and going to jail for a couple of days and fines and all these, just all these stupid things, going to sign in and shit like this. like for the same thing. It's fucking weird. Like even over here, we're lucky enough to like where I'm at. There are some places where I was born, it would have been the same thing. It's and I've got it on my record. 17. I've got a conviction for like 0.3 of a nug of flour. So to this day, because that's an adult in Queensland, 17, it's still there. But then I moved to South Australia, and it's decriminalised up to 90 grams of flour. So, and that works out to be like a parking ticket. They'll take you buds and they'll give you a ticket, which is like $200 fine. You pay that, there's no more to it. And people could be subject to, geez, if you got caught with a 90 grams of flour in one bag, I guess, as we were just saying, people, if it's a blunt, they'll say, oh, you're going to smoke it. If it's a bag, they can try and argue the fact you're going to sell it. So if you're just thinking in somewhere in very harsh laws, they're going to really put you away. Like for the 90 grams, thinking, oh, you're going to be selling it. I'm trying to sell it. But then that just make me think of Thailand. If you got caught with that, you're going to get scored with a death sentence. So that's probably one fortunate thing we should be looking at and thinking about. Because those Southeast Asian countries are just hardcore. I've never been there, but you hear about it. You get caught with one little thing and you're going to go up for the death sentence.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Actually, a bit off topic, but the Bali Nine, I'm not sure if people are familiar with them. It's like a group of youths that went from Australia to Indonesia, Bali, as mules, and they brought back quite a substantial amount of heroin each strapped to their body. But they got caught and ended up, two of them got executed over the period of time in jail. Some have faced a long time in prison. But, honesty and legitimately, there was a group of friends of mine. There was also Joel Turner, if you know him. He was Australian Idol beatboxing, kind of hip-hop artist that came out of that Idol competition. A group of his friends, I knew him too, a group of his friends, 6 months prior to the Bali Nine going, they did the same run. They did the exact same thing, and they got it. They came back, and they were safe, and they received $6,000. That's it. Just to think that their whole, they put their life on the line. It's not, they just got to go there, grab something, come back. But it's so sad that those people did die. It's not cannabis, so it's a totally different thing. But what would be the penalty, say, in Carolina if you get caught with just for possession? One small bag.
I don't know.
It depends on the
I've never,
I guess, as you said it.
Yeah. Like I told you about the experience I had. I've never been to jail. Please don't let me go now.
Touch wood. Yeah, touch wood. Fucking
I've never been. Yeah, I'm touching some Palo Santo right here. Boop. I've never been to
What's the
jail or
time
nothing. It is 1:24 a.m. What time is it there?
We got, where I'm at is 5 o'clock in the evening.
Shut the front
I started
door.
at 4:20.
4:20.
Oh.
Is that AM or PM?
In the PM, the nighttime. So just about to go to nighttime.
What the freak? It's afternoon? Oh my god.
Yeah. It's crazy. And we're on
afternoon.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's afternoon for you. It's morning for me. That's crazy. I didn't know the time was like that. Like that.
I don't know what the biggest difference is, 24-hour difference or what? Or 12 hours? Must be 12 hours.
Yeah, 12 and a half.
It looks like 12. 12. I can't do algebra good. What are you doing? I'm high. Don't do that.
Just relax. Don't worry.
Yeah, I can't count right here. Like, I don't know. Probably like 12, or is it 24? Is it 24? Like, you done confused me. I'm too high for this.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know.
do
I
that.
think it is.
That's
Go all the
12.
way around every 24, but it's
Yeah,
three.
I think it's 12. I don't know. I'm still looking at the time. Okay. Okay. You
Well,
got
do you want
me.
some more?
You got me like stuck in the question. It's crazy. Is Doug back?
Thank you very much.
Oh, he didn't leave. Oh,
What's good?
oh, there he is.
I was just watching a video.
Oh,
Anybody else got any questions or anything in the chat? If you got any, if you don't mind, but just interesting. You were born and bred South Carolina?
yeah.
Yeah. Nice. And then Carolina would be considered the South. Like even North Carolina is still the South, right?
Yeah. If you like the maps today have it separated. If you look at the old maps, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and I think Georgia was all connected on the old maps. But now it's like
Oh.
it's considered the South. Yeah.
So what? When they were connected, did they all have different county names, or it was one big, like one big state?
It was one big piece. Like if you
Wow.
look at the old maps, it was one big giant piece that went to all together. It was the Carolinas, all of it. It went all the way up.
Right.
Well, it went to Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, down to Georgia. It was like all connected. Then they fuck with it and separated everything. Like they like to touch shit.
Yeah. All over money and power and shit. Like,
Basically. Like it was just snowing here a little while ago. It was freaking snowing. And then it stopped. I don't see any snow now, but it was snowing. The other day, well, yeah, last week we were like snowed in for a couple days.
oh shit. Is that unusual?
Crazy. It okay. Where I'm at, I'm in Greenville, South Carolina. So I'm like in the foothills. So I'm like, you know, down the mountain. So it everything usually skips over us. And this time we got covered with snow. It was freaking everywhere.
Oh,
But like we get snow, but not like that. And we don't care for snow because it eventually it turns it's beautiful, but it turns to ice. And you're stuck in the
yeah.
house, you slip and slide and you can't do nothing. Like the stores are closed. They warn us before a storm because we need to get everything we need because we might be stuck and then the power might go out. You know, you never it's prepare for catastrophe basically. It's retarded,
Well,
but it's been like that
right.
all my life, so I'm kind of used to it now. But it fucking
Right.
sucks, man.
Yeah. I don't like the rain for that reason. You got to stay inside. I think the thing with the snow, a lot of people who haven't seen it, they think I've never seen it really in full on just fake snow though. But it looks beautiful. It's white, but once it hits the ground and the dirt's there, as you said, it's going to turn into dirty water and kind of just like or muddy water. You know, it'll be slippery. It'll be dirty too. If you got muck
Yeah.
around the place, it'll be water.
Yeah. That's the only thing I don't like. It's just like it's beautiful, it's nice. Like I let my kids go out and play, play in it for a couple days or whatever, but it was like the ice thing. Like I think after the second day I went to the store because it had like melted a little bit and people had drove, and made lines in the snow in the road. So I slid to the grocery store and slid back home. Oh yeah, I slid and got some cigarettes and cigars and stuff. But I was slipping inside and all the way back, like there and back. It's crazy.
Yeah, it'd be dangerous. That shit. Driving in the snow.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of. I don't know. It was kind of dangerous, but I didn't. I wasn't trying to, do the speed racer and drive off fast. But like the way it was on the road, it was like snow ice. So it was like my tires were getting stuck. I kept having to like rev the engine to get over humps and bumps of ice, and it
Oh, yeah.
was like it was crazy. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, for sure. Bring out the keyboard.
What you got?
Oh, just check out. Can you hear that on the volume?
Is
In the
it me?
background.
Is
It's
this
probably
music
me.
playing in the back?
Oh, it's
No,
not
it's
me.
me. There's music playing. I just
Oh,
sometimes when the mic's
Oh,
full volume, it comes through. One
it's a
gram
little.
tone.
It's not loud.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I keep muting my mic because my phone is like raggedy, and it makes this buzzy noise, and people can hear it, and I don't like it.
Oh, nice. Not bad. Yeah, no, appreciate it. See that? Everybody wants you to come through on the regular. That'd be cool.
Oh, guys, I appreciate y'all. Much love to the chat. Yeah, I love learning about different people, different cultures, and stuff like that. So I appreciate y'all. It's fun. We can learn together and smoke together.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what I say too. Like, because people from all sorts of walks of life will come together over the plant. You wouldn't think they usually would, but they have the enjoyment of the plant, and all those other bridges and walls go down, and the commonalities they talk about. But anyway, we all know that. Oh, we got another
Yeah,
one.
like they tried to like push us away from each other and like teach us lies and stuff to keep us away from each other, but that shit ain't gonna work.
True. Just with you saying that, like you keep us with alcohol too, because that usually leads to altercations for a lot of people. They'll get wild, they'll get messy, and then so that'll cause conflict rather than people smoking together and kind of coming together and in the unity. That's exactly right. That
Well, I look at smoking, that's from the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's grown from the earth. That's like natural. Drinking,
yeah,
most of the shit is when you go to the liquor store, it's spirits. It says it on the building on the side, on like some of the bottles have fine spirits and shit like that. So you have to watch what you're consuming and drinking. You're drinking spirits. So that's why there's like lots of altercation, lots of fights, like people lose their fucking mind because these spirits are taking over them. When you smoke, like you're peaceful, you're happy, you love everybody. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, fully. You think you
It's
might
crazy.
have the munchies, but then what you're saying with the spirits is like for people that's not really getting it, it's kind of like think of like holy spirits and demonic spirits and things like that. That's what's kind of maybe not inside the cup, but it might lead you to be open to them or something. I don't know the answer, but that's the kind of frame of thought You know, and there is some power to it. As we said before, I said before, they won't be naming things just for the sake of it. Like there's power to the name, and there's a reason for things having the name or the way they do. It might not be obvious, but it's there.
Yeah, and
So
then
fish,
we don't know what they're putting in the freaking drinks. You know what I'm saying? To make people act like this. So it's got to be something. Like I don't know what they're putting in the weed, but I'm getting high. I ain't acting crazy and beating nobody up.
that's right. A lot of people probably think it's getting stronger. Like, back in they'll say, when a few generations ago, cannabis weed wasn't like how it was. It wouldn't be as strong as it is. You don't go crazy. It's just calming. But I think even in that sense, in the extremities that the extra power it's gone to, it still didn't cause any of these fights or the altercations. It still just makes you humble. It makes you peace. It probably just accentuated those facts. You think a lot more. You want to get the munchies, go to sleep, pain relief. So, Joe Invader likes his whiskey. I kind of because another issue is if you go out, like if you're going out into town, you can't smoke the cannabis. You have to, like, if you want to engage, and kind of enjoy yourself with whatever it is, your alcohol is your only avenue of doing that. So, in that sense, if I go out, I'll probably have gin or a nice whiskey or a beer, but that's about it. Like the other stuff, it's too strong. Gets me messy. And I don't enjoy it. Never have, because it
Yeah.
took time. Like it took a lot of time for things to get drunk. For the active ingredient to work. Whereas if you smoke, first time I smoked, it took about 20 minutes for it to kick in. But when it did, it really did kick in. But then just you can have a puff and you feel better straight away, rather than having just sip a drink, and then a few drinks later you feel a bit better.
Yeah, you feel
I
like
don't know,
crap
that's just me.
sometimes.
Oh,
Like drinking, sometimes you feel like crap after like
yeah,
you drink so much and then you're like blah 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 blah. What happened?
yeah,
Yeah, I don't like getting like that. I mean, I just like I don't drink like that. I rather smoke. And then when I do drink, I might have, like a vodka. I don't like beer. I'll do a wine cooler, but I don't like beer or whatever. But like I had this friend back in the day. She used to have a party for everything, like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Veterans Day, President's Day, for every fucking day, whatever day it was. Like it's freaking party, 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 and we would have gallons of gin, gallons of vodka, gallons of E&J, gallons of Paul Michelin, like all kind of beers, food, everything. So I think I drunk myself out back then because I don't drink that much now. But I just don't like that feeling. Like to me, it overpowers you, and like if you don't know your limit, I know my limit because I can just have a little small drink, I'm good. But it seems like the drink overpowers you, and you just like you lose control if you don't know your limit, and that's when you're slurring and you're walking crazy and you're picking fights with people that did nothing, absolutely nothing to you. Like if somebody touches you, what the frick are you? I'm just saying
yeah,
like
yeah,
you just go off on everybody for no reason. Somebody looks at you, what the fuck are you looking at? You know what I'm saying? Just like it's like crazy stuff for no reason that you wouldn't normally do. Now, if
yeah,
you smoke a blunt and somebody looks at you like, hey, you need something? Like, you okay? What's good? But if you're drunk, you're like, what the fuck are you looking at me for? Ah, you're ready to fight and
yeah.
go down people's throat. Like, I don't know. It's just like the difference that I've seen from, just drinking throughout my life and stuff like, I care to smoke. I don't care to drink.
Yeah. Fully. I do wonder how many probably getting more and more the percentage of the population that's on that wavelength, and it's moving away from alcohol and preferring to just be more in tune with nature and be with the green,
Yeah.
in harmony. Before
Yeah.
that fact, well, it's fucked.
Yeah.
I think because a lot of people would probably be inclined to do so, and find that it's good, but because of the laws and the places that they're in, they're not going to do that. They're not willing to risk it. They don't want to break the law, or just and that would just lead to them missing out and living a life of kind of disharmony, stress, that sort of shit. That's right. And hangovers. I don't know if you mentioned that before. I don't know it was off, but it's definitely that. It's a poison. Literally a poison. So
Yeah,
that
and that's
can
what it
kill you.
feels like. Yeah, that's what it feels like too. Like it, and you said hangover, especially if you have a hangover, you're like, what the freak is inside of me? Oh my freaking God, I'm
Yeah,
dying.
yeah. For hours. Half a day, maybe a whole day. Kind of like, and there's nothing to really remedy it. They say you'll have an oily breakfast, or I find that a big night drinker, and then you just hydrate heavily before you go to sleep. Just drink, a good liter or two of water. Then when you wake up, kind of, you might just like pass it all out, urinate it out. Oh, we got big dog, Billy. Someone a familiar face, Tiffany. So I don't know if people will come up. If we come up, it's alright. But much peace for coming through, bro. I really
Is that
appreciate that.
OG?
Yeah, man.
Hey OG, hey CC, I love y'all. Hey.
It's cool. See, everyone come together. So, I mean, people probably see people should be familiar with OG. He's been through it a couple of times. So, much peace, much peace. Hope you're doing good, my brother. It's another man. Eats fresh, good fruit, likes good flowers. Has a good sense of mind. So, healthy life, bro. Still going, still going. All these years later, bro. What do you say? Substitute are better. What's that mean, Aussie? A bit of
Substitute a
light.
better so a bit of light.
I don't get it. Even going outside, that's another thing. One interesting thing I saw on there was that Baba Dick Gregory, right? Dick Gregory, passed away now, but I don't know. A lot of people might not be down with what he says or not. He did an interview and he said talking about the vitamin D and sun rays and saying like the sunlight and how we really we obviously need vitamin D, but we absorb it through our eyes, like at a really maximum rate, and it's really efficient for us to do so, but to come into our eyes. And he said, like, have you ever seen the royalty or anyone elite like that wearing the sunglasses? Like he said, have you ever seen the Queen or royalty ever wear sunglasses? I really hit home, like, so because I just saw that comment of and the light. It made me think about that and the health benefits. So I've stopped wearing sunglasses really from that point. It's been a few months now. I don't really know if there's any health difference or what, but it's kind of like thinking that when you put them on, you're cutting off any the stuff that is good to absorb. And a lot of people wear them, but I don't know if there's any truth to it or what. It's just like something I heard him say. Yeah, see, Mark knows Dick Gregory. It's the truth, he reckons. I love these interviews though. They're fucking dope.
Yeah, well, it's January, so it's freaking cold. But usually I sun gaze. I just sit out in the sun, or you know, like
Yep.
I put my feet in the, my bare feet in the grass, and I just sit in the sun, and I can look directly in the sun. It doesn't bother me. Like I just sit in the sun and sun gaze, not for too long because I don't want to, hurt myself. But
Yeah.
I just look at the sun for a couple minutes and then just sit and just let the sun not cook me, but like absorb all of the goody goods.
Wow. That's interesting. I mean, I do that. A lot of people probably do that too. That's very, and especially people with melanated skin, I'm sure, are more inclined to just do that. Sunbathe for a while. So you look at the sun directly, like without closing your eyes. Because I'll probably be more. I thought that when you're doing that gazing, you're looking at the sun, but your eyes are closed.
No,
You know?
I
Wow.
unless I'm doing it wrong.
No. I've got no idea how you do it. This is what I'm just thinking. Because if you stare at the sun, it's just kind of like whenever that's happening, it leaves an imprint in my eyes when you look away. Like
Oh, well, see,
every time you blink.
yeah, when I first started, I only did like a few seconds because it does feel funny, and then you know how your eyes get all messed up and you see all these colors and stuff. So I just started with a few seconds, and then gradually I, got up to a few minutes. It's probably no more than two because you don't want to hurt yourself
Yeah.
or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can look
Well,
directly at the sun. It doesn't bother me anymore.
so, what sort of benefits do you think you feel from it? Like, could you explain it, or it's kind of just it just makes you feel? I guess more recharged energy. You feel like motivated, ready to go, rather than being lethargic and tired.
Yeah,
I would.
I guess. Yeah. Can you make sure you close my door, baby? My bad. Sorry, my daughter had to come in. But no, yeah, it's like I feel recharged. I feel rejuvenated. I feel light. I feel um I don't know. And then a bunch of people around me have, gotten sick. And I feel like since
Mm,
I was like soaking up all that sun before it got cold and where I couldn't sit out,
yeah.
um I believe I'm a little bit stronger. My body is like able to fight off all of this crazy stuff that's going on because a bunch of people around me have gotten sick. A bunch of my neighbors have gotten sick. And, I've had to do their grocery shopping and stuff like that. But I haven't gotten sick. And I make sure I have 3 kids, so I make sure I keep them like in the sun. We're doing,
Yeah.
something. You're gonna come out
Yeah.
here with your feet and come on.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it just made me think of that simple fact that you do have this period of winter where everybody is more inclined to get sick. At least ones do fall sick when they didn't charge up in the summertime when they had the chance to. That's quite interesting. Yeah, and good. Definitely get your children in front of it. Like they'd be more. I guess I don't have children at the moment, but like I got a niece and nephew, and I just see all the youth around who really just engage in. Like I don't see children out playing with a ball, kicking the football, or anything, throwing the football, kicking, playing cricket or baseball, whatever, any sport. Um, it's more just play video, be on your phone. So that's really going to be lacking. Definitely going to be lead to some deficit in something,
Yeah.
insufficient.
Yeah, like around here, there's still a few kids outside. Everybody's got phones and tablets and all this
Yeah,
crap, so they don't want to go outside.
yeah,
Like I have to well, okay, when all this stuff first hit, I made my kids stay in the house to prevent them from being around other people because people will send their kids to school sick, like deathly ill. They'll send their kids to school and they don't even care. But before they kicked the kids out of school, I took my kids out of school a week before they told all the kids to stay home and all that stuff. So I kind of kept them in for a while, and then I let them. I told them, it's safe to go outside. You're protected. You're good. You can go outside or whatever. Just don't be around too many people. If somebody's coughing and sneezing, stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think from them being out in the sun and just doing a little bit of stuff with me, it kind of helped them out a little. I don't know how much, but they haven't
Yeah.
they haven't got sick. Other than just the regular, just a regular cold. Everybody's gonna get that, and they acting like nobody can get a cold anymore. But people can still get a cold. It hasn't went away, and people can still get the flu. It hasn't went away. So these are normal things that we've been getting forever. They're trying to act like
Mm.
the cold went
Mhm.
away, the flu went away, and it's only this. So,
Yeah.
everybody here has been pretty much good. I haven't had to do anything for anybody. And then I stocked up on like medicine and stuff before all this crap like really went down. So yeah, we've
Okay.
been good over here. And I think it's probably from, just being in the sun and trying to stay healthy. And then like my
Eating
kids still
healthy
eat
too,
meat. Yeah,
yeah.
my kids still eat meat, but I don't eat meat anymore. I haven't eaten meat since April, except for Thanksgiving. I ate a little bit of turkey and ham, and then Christmas I ate a little bit of chicken. But besides that, like I don't eat. I just eat fruits and vegetables and nuts and berries and stuff like that. So I think that helped out too. Me, not eating meat or not eating as much, should I say, not eating as much, cleaning my body out. My body isn't having to work as hard and do as much. And I've been good. I've been resting a lot, you know, and just falling back, staying away from everybody, really. Crap. I don't know who's, like, it's like, tag, you're it. Oh my God. Like, you don't know. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's like totally eating. I think I've done a similar thing. In the past week, I tried to just not to eat too much meat. I was eating kind of halloumi cheese instead. I don't know how much better that was for, but just to, as you said, like you don't have to digest it as hard when you're eating junk and meats and stuff. Like vegetables process in our body so easily. We're kind of meant to eat it, and you feel better. Maybe you don't have as much like sustained energy. You probably eat more um, during the day, but depending on what vegetable you eat, if you have probably like beans and lentils, it'll be really energy sustaining. But just a salad or something like that probably wouldn't. But you'd feel real healthy. You do, and you got to be hydrated. So the other thing, if I don't drink the water, you feel so not good. But I'm sure everybody knows
Yeah.
that.
Lots of water helps. Lots of water.
Do your children have a good like? They're happy to eat healthy. You know what I mean? Or they kind of
Mm, no, because they're kids. No, I mean, um, it's just like monkey see, monkey do. Because I told them I was gonna stop eating meat, and they were like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" But like they're coming around because they see, like I'm healthier and I'm happier and I'm lighter. Well, I feel lighter. I'm just, like I have more energy. I'm, I could do more stuff. So when I cook,
happy mom, happy family. Sorry, interrupt really
yes,
quick. Yeah.
no, it's okay. But no, like, okay, they still eat meat, so I will cook, for them, and then I'll make my own little thingy. They eat my
Oh,
food. They eat all my food.
okay.
They, all my food.
You made
So
something special for yourself. That okay, that looks good. I might try that. I mean, you made them a full like plate of everything over there.
Yes, and I don't understand because I don't even get seconds of my own fucking food. They're eating all my shit. I'm like, okay, what happened to my freaking food with no meat? It was like, oh, we didn't know that was for you. I'm like, how you? I made y'all a whole freaking meal. How did you not know? How did you not know? Please tell me. But no, it's fine though, cause like now my son, he's 16. He's actually slowed down eating meat, and he stopped drinking sodas. Every now and then he'll drink a juice, but he mainly drinks water. So
Good on you.
it's showing. And then every meal I cook for them, I don't just necessarily cook meat. Like,
Mm.
and they're looking like, "Where's the meat? Where's the meat?" I'm like, "You don't. Today is the beans are your meat. You know what I mean? Like today, this is your meat." They're like,
Yeah,
"It don't
yeah,
taste like meat."
yes, yes. Yeah. But it's doing the same
Yeah,
thing as
like it
meat,
don't
man. It's
taste
giving
like
you the
meat.
protein, ain't it?
Yeah.
What
But
about the
no,
other
like
two? Are they similar age? So they all kind of go together
oh,
and do the same things, or they like want to be different from each other?
they're different. My daughter, like my son is 16. I have a 13-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old daughter. My 13-year-old, she's a picky eater anyway. So she was
Uh,
already leaning towards no meat. So she's fine with it. Like she still eats meat every now and then, but she's fine with it.
yeah,
Like she'll rather eat my food. She's happy not having meat. She still wants, the meat that she wants because she's picky, but she's enjoying my like if I make stir fry, she's enjoying my stir fry because it's all gone when I try to. I can't get seconds of like I have to put enough on my plate or my bowl or whatever to make sure I'm good because when I go back, there's nothing.
yeah, right. That's good though. At least they're eating, healthy, and they're eating a lot of it. They want to. That's good, man. I think like that'd be the main thing.
Yeah, they
They
never
cook? Are they cooking yet?
um
Are
you
they
say
cooking
what,
yet?
my bad. Oh, my son and my oldest daughter are, but not too much because like if the grease pops them, they think they're about to die. So or if like you boil water, if the water pops them, oh my god, I gotta call the ambulance. Like they're about to die. We need to go to the hospital. Like so.
Burning.
I'm
I'm burning.
I'm teaching. Yes, I'm teaching them. So they're getting used to it, but I don't. It's just like you're not gonna die. It's just water. You're good. It's just oil. You're. They got to get
Yeah,
used to that because it
yeah.
does take some getting used to getting popped by
It
oil and
still
stuff.
hurts. That's right. Yeah, and you got to be
Yeah,
careful. You don't want to do it on like try not to get popped by the oil, but it's gonna happen occasionally.
yeah, but I don't want to like I want to ease them into it because like when I was growing up, my mama didn't care. She was like, "You got to learn. You got to learn." But I don't want to like scare them
Oh,
away from cooking, so I'm trying to like ease them into it so they won't be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get burnt." Like, no, but
yeah,
you should expect to get burnt at some point. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's inevitable if you're a cook. You're gonna get burnt some kind of way. You're gonna accidentally do something. So,
yeah,
but yeah, I'm trying to teach them because they want to learn. So as long as they want to learn, you have to teach them.
yeah. Definitely, eh? Because they'll go
Yeah,
probably find they'll learn somewhere else too, and you want to be the one teaching them. But like, I think also with the little pop of the oil, sometimes it stings, yeah, and there'll be no like remnant scar or anything. But when you get a big drop, like it can just splutter out, but it'll lead to a blister. Or,
yes,
I've had that
that
a couple of
sucks,
times.
man.
Yeah,
It freaking sucks.
like it's not like lethal or dangerous in that sense, but it's like can lead to a little bit of a scar.
Yeah, and like that can push certain people away, because some people, if you're just beginning, you're not used to that. So that can like, scare you away from cooking or stir you away from cooking or, you know,
Yes.
it takes some getting used to because that shit hurt.
Yeah. And it is, like, as you said, like, you only, like, because the kitchen is hot. Working in the kitchen is fucking hot. And if you're just in your home kitchen, even that is, like, it's pretty much inevitable. Some reason you might nick your finger, grab a hot pan, without thinking. Something like that.
Yeah, accidents are gonna happen, but you know, you should still enjoy yourself and enjoy cooking. If you're not having fun cooking, then I don't want your food. Cause like I cook
Yeah.
with love and I put love into it, so it can taste the best.
Yes.
You don't want,
That's a solid fact. It comes through.
yeah,
Definitely.
it really does. You don't want bad food or somebody like cooking angry. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. I've heard that a few places too. When like, I think it makes a lot of sense. Because you don't put it. Nothing. Things don't. They're not. Yeah, it's not as enjoyable. Like things might not be fully cooked. It's not mixed together completely. I'm just thinking of like if you're chopping potatoes and making some sort of casserole stew type thing. I heard it on a TV show too. Like when they take time in peeling the potato and it's really smooth, they're putting in the effort, they're putting in the love, as opposed to just jagged cuts to get the skin off. It tastes different. It does you will taste the difference. Yeah, you might not think it, or it's just the same thing as the potato, but for those simple factors, when they cook it, they just chucking it in. They're not trying to really look at it, care of it, let it mix to its full points. Just 2 minutes on boil. Yeah, it's done. Let's go.
Yeah.
Fucking I might probably shut down soon. It's been about an hour. Fucking, I don't really do these things for heaps long. I just do an hour and I'll stop.
Okay, well, I appreciate you inviting me up and having me up. And much love to you, bro, and much love to the chat. And I'll try to catch you on the next one.
All right. Easy. No, likewise, man. I really appreciate you coming up, and it was awesome chatting, man. Really good. Everybody probably, hope you enjoyed it. Keep safe. Have good sleep.
You as well. Gratitudes. Love y'all.
All right. Much peace. Everybody, that was special guest Tiffany from the other side of the globe, or the flat plane, or whichever it might be, the other side of the world. Really, really appreciated that, man. That was a total dope episode. That would have sounded really cool. Some good information, balanced too, from the female perspective. So much peace to everybody. Stay up with the hunger. You know what it is. Faker Australia. Come through. I'll be back on Tuesday with Talk of Dark Horse. Oh, that's right. Just hit the like, do all the good YouTube things. Stay good. Be yourself. Be humble. Much peace.